first Rockefeller event that I recall, my freshman fall at Dartmouth, was an event with Pat Schroeder, speaking at the center, and suddenly I was sitting around a table with this really well-known individual and 12 other students, and had access that I really hadn't even dreamed about till that point.
Well, Nelson Rockefeller was a real doer. He was a great optimist. He just had this unconquerable spirit that if you got experts together and if you got people of goodwill together, you could solve just about anything.
If you're a center that's named for Nelson Rockefeller, you can't just be stamping out technocrats. The image you should have in mind when you picture a Dartmouth student at the Rockefeller Center is that student is fully engaged.
Is combined with everyday objectivity and scientific reasoning.
And your tone, again, was passionate and inspiring.
The Rockefeller Center is very focused on looking beyond Dartmouth. And that's something that I think drew me to it from the beginning.
Rocky, it's just a really neat thing to be involved with.
And if you have questions,
you know, I really wish that the Rockefeller Center had been on campus when I was there, because I just think that it's taken me years to learn what these students are learning in their undergraduate experience.
All the time there are lectures on various topics, and I think it really helps to supplement the things that you learn in the classroom. People from kind of all areas of campus, all academic departments can come and learn something that they can apply to their studies.
It's a place and a forum for you to get to learn more about the world around you and learn more about service and leadership and the pressing current events and public policy issues of the day, and to get to engage in those with your peers.
Violations. They weren't holding their meetings in public. They weren't inclusive in who got to sit on the commission.
we've tried to do a lot of things that link the curricular and the co-curricular sides of the ledger here. The roadmap basically gives two tracks, a curricular track and a co-curricular track.
Percolate up in federal court because they're constitutional questions. The biggest of those is the question of the right.
The people who are part of the policy research shop class get to really stand out and say, I've been able to do research for the New Hampshire-Vermont state government.
Every student who's done that comes back and says, that was one of the defining experiences of my time at Dartmouth.
Through the discussion groups, you draw on a number of different experiences. So not only my experiences in the classroom, but also like working with the NAACP. Campus-wide theme about class divide, and we wanted to incorporate technology and gender.
I'm going to be talking to you about a proposed plan for Congresswoman Kirsten Gillibrand.
So our pre-internship training really focuses on the importance of the qualities that the intern should bring to an organization.
They show these students how to get the most out of their internship experience, how to really excel as the best interns in Washington. It's like public policy boot camp, but it's exactly what Dartmouth should be doing because it pairs the academic preparation with the practical preparation, and that's really what these students need if they're going to succeed in a public policy career.
You come back and you give back to the center by sharing your experiences, by speaking to other students, by connecting with alumni who have done the same thing. And so I think the essence of the Rockefeller Center is a toolbox to construct your own career, to construct your own personal destiny.
The Rockefeller Center has a number of grants programs that are really wonderful because they often help faculty, researchers in the early stage of a project.
This money has allowed me to hire 10 student research assistants here at Dartmouth, and they've even co-authored 3 published papers and a government report. It's enough to be able to do some of this preliminary work that then my grants now are in the order of $400,000.
Is just a similar kind of thing.
The faculty workshops are an opportunity for faculty to present research. It's a way to bring together people from across the college, so we're able to come at important issues like racial disparities in healthcare from a variety of perspectives, and that really helps all of us understand it better.
Something that makes the Rockefeller Center so special is that students are a real focus, and students have real opportunities to be entrepreneurial and to get things done.
I think it was wonderful to see students get together to organize an event for 2,000 other people. I really think it was one of the most magical things I've seen on campus.
One way that the center engages with alumni is through a partnership that's grown up between the Rockefeller Center and the Dartmouth Club of Washington.
There's something very comforting about the way that Dartmouth community here in DC continues to look out for one another.
The Rockefeller Center is here to produce the next generation of policy leaders in this country. We would like to have students also pursue policy as an avocation.
I'm currently finishing up a program called the Presidential Management Fellows Program, which is a 2-year postgraduate program. Moved down to DC to do a Master's in Public Policy at Georgetown and have been working at the Department of Education for the last 2 years.
I remember being in the Rockefeller Leadership Fellows program, and it was a chance, surrounded by 13 or 14 of my fellow members of the senior class, and you're talking about broader issues in leadership and in decision making. On one hand, it's someone who's been a fraternity president, someone else who's run the campus newspaper, someone else involved in the outing club trips program. And getting to learn from their experiences and their backgrounds, I think, was far and away the most valuable part of Rocky.
So that Clinton was able to sort of come back and it's now a close race again.
One of the things that we hope to gain is to link academic learning to life beyond Dartmouth.
For me, I'm really glad that our Public Policy Center at Dartmouth is named after Nelson Rockefeller, because I think his legacy really speaks to what Dartmouth wants all of its students, to take away from this experience.
You really saw the love of people that he had. You really felt that he focused on people individually, that he really believed in people. And he loved to share his vision, and he loved to share his sense of possibility.
What Nelson has done is timeless. It permeates all the things that every generation of students rediscovers. He was a great person to name the center after, in large part because the issues he worked on will always be of interest.